OCS had received information being from the DIG himself and commanded him that this person anafaa kushughulikiwa. Persons who had been held in custody at the central police station to talk to in terms of in his words watu ambao watamshughulikia. He took Albert, presented him in a particular cell after he was booked, and he said that Albert was okay at that particular time. He took him to the cells, and the persons who were in the cells had been given instructions through him, James Mukwana, after he was commanded by his senior, that huyo akifika
A disturbing narrative has emerged in the ongoing probe into the death of blogger and teacher Albert Ojwang, who died in police custody on 8th June 2025. Police Constable James Mukwana has confessed to investigators from the Independent Policing Oversight Authority (IPOA) that Ojwang's fatal assault was orchestrated within the walls of Nairobi Central Police Station, involving senior police officer and civilian detainees. According to IPOA June 16 report, Constable Mukwana detailed how he was summoned on June 7 by Deputy Officer Commanding Station IP Nganga and led to the office of OCS Chief Inspector Samson Talam. There, he received instruction to organize an assault on a detainee who would be brought in by DCI officers, later identified as Albert Ojwang. The directive was allegedly linked to Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat. Mukwana was given 2,000 shillings and told to use it to motivate detainees to carry out the attack. He then approached remandee Naam Ngige, who helped him recruit 3 others, Gin Aminto, Collins Ireri, and Eric Ndambuki, all of whom are now in custody. The 4th detainee, Brian Mwaniki, was later arrested. Mukwana admitted to purchase alcohol from the station canteen and delivered it to the selected detainees before the assault. The brutal beating occurred in a cell located opposite the toilet block, and Ojwang sustained several injuries, including head trauma and neck compression. Mukwana came in attempt to stop the assault when it escalated, but by then, Ojwang was in critical injured, bleeding heavily and unable to speak. He was eventually taken to Mbagathi at 1:35 a.m. on June 8, but was pronounced dead on arrival. Forensic analysis from IPOA supported by CCTV footages contradict earlier report by police claims that Ojwang injured was self-inflicted. The off footage also indicate delay in seeking medical attention. Investigators found evidence of CCTV tampering, including missing segments, which they suspect were a deliberate attempt to conceal the crime. Government pathologist Dr. Bernard Mindia, who conducted the autopsy, confirmed that Ojwang had suffered extensive soft tissue injury, trauma to the head, and signs of strangulation, eliminating any suggestion of self-suicide or self-harm. Ojwang had been arrested in Homa Bay on June 6 after a complaint filed by DIG Lagat, who accused the blogger of posting defamatory content about him on social media. His transfer to Nairobi was shrouded in secrecy, with no public record showing the basis of his detention or any other form of charges.
called into the office of the OCS alongside the deputy OCS, and he was told that there is a task that he has to undertake, that kuna mtu analetwa, to use the words of one James Mukwana, na akifika ashughulikiwe. The OCS had received information being from the DIG himself and commanded him that this person anafaa kushughulikiwa custody at the central police station to talk to in terms of in his words watu ambao watamshughulikia. He took Albert, presented him in a particular cell after he was booked, and he said that Albert was okay at that particular time. He took him to the cells, and the persons who were in the cells had been given instructions through him, James Mukwana, after he was commanded by his senior, that huyo akifika ashughulikiwe. Albert was beaten thoroughly while in the cells, and upon him realizing that he will be killed from the way he was being beaten, he moved in, stopped the assault, which was very grievous, and he took one Albert to another cell. He could not walk properly. He was bleeding from the head and a few other injuries here and there. But he took him to a cell whereby even he could not stand. He was leaning on the wall as per his statement. Subsequently called the OCS and told him, the deputy OCS, and he told him that it's done, na huyu mtu ameumiwa apelekwe